All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. A US Congressional delegation of 9 senators calls on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. Cross-border connectivity between UPI of India and PayNow of Singapore to be launched today. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar refers matter against 12 opposition MPs to the Privilege Committee for Investigation and Reporting. Campaigning underway in full swing in Meghalaya and Nagaland. India to host Permanent Mission Roundtables at United Nations in the next few months as G20 chair. 3 killed after yet another earthquake hits Turkiye Syria border. And in cricket, India entered the semifinals of the Women's T20 World Cup, beating Ireland. A US Congressional delegation of 9 senators led by Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi yesterday. Mr. Modi welcomed the Congressional delegation to India and appreciated the consistent and bipartisan support of the US Congress for deepening India-US bilateral ties. Mr. Modi also referred to his recent phone call with US President Joe Biden and the shared vision of the two leaders for further elevating India-US comprehensive global strategic partnership to address contemporary global challenges. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Singapore counterpart Lee Hsien Loong will witness the launch of cross-border connectivity between the Unified Payments Interface UPI of India and PayNow of Singapore through video conferencing today. It will be launched by RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das and Ravi Menon, Managing Director, Monetary Authority of Singapore. Our correspondent reports Prime Minister Modi's visionary leadership has been instrumental in driving globalization of India's best-in-class digital payment infrastructure. A key emphasis of the Prime Minister has been on ensuring that the benefits of UPI are not limited to India only, but other countries too benefit from it. A report.
India has emerged as one of the fastest growing ecosystems of fintech innovation. The linkage of these two payment systems, UPI and PayNow, will enable residents of both countries in faster and cost-efficient transfer of cross-border remittances. It will also help the Indian diaspora in Singapore, especially migrant workers and students, through instantaneous and low-cost transfer of money from Singapore to India. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
The Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Ministry, MSDE, will hold a seminar on building capacities among Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO partner nations, through skill training and nurturing a new generation of entrepreneurs in New Delhi today. At the seminar, India will present its best practices on the digital transformation across different sectors, including health, education, skilling, and information technology. It will also have special focus on sectors that help cater to the welfare challenges faced by the masses during the pandemic. Established in 2001, the SCO is a permanent intergovernmental international organization with 8 members comprising China, India, Russia, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan to strengthen bilateral relations and regional security. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar has referred the matter against 12 opposition MPs to the Privilege Committee of the Upper House for Investigation and Reporting. The committee has been asked to investigate alleged breach of privilege by the MPs for persistently and willfully obstructing the proceedings of the House during the recently concluded first part of the budget session. The MPs facing breach of privilege case are Congress members Kumar Ketkar, Fulo Devi Netam, Imran Pratapgari, Shakti Singh Gohil, Narabhai Ratwa, L. Hanumanthaya, Ranjit Ranjan, Nasir Hussain, and J.B. Mather Hisam, and Aam Aadmi Party leaders Sanjay Singh, Sandeep Pathak, and Sushil Kumar Gupta. In Meghalaya, polling is likely to be adjourned in the Sohyong Assembly constituency following the demise of United Democratic Party UDP candidate H. Donkupar Roy Lingdo. The Chief Electoral Officer CEO of Meghalaya informed AIR News that a detailed report regarding adjournment of poll process in Sohyong and the East Khasi Hills district has been sent to the ECI. A notification will be issued in this regard by the Election Commission of India, ECI. 6 candidates from all major political parties are in the fray from Sohyong Assembly constituency. Polling is slated to be held on the 27th of February in the state. Meanwhile, campaigning is underway in full swing both in Meghalaya and Nagaland. In Meghalaya, senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will address two public meetings at Gorkha Pathshala and Golf Club Field in Shillong. More from a correspondent.
Just 6 days left for assembly elections in the state, the leaders of all political parties are not leaving any stone unturned in campaigning. In BJP, a host of star campaigners and senior leaders are canvassing for party candidates. Senior leader Rakesh Sinha said in Nongpo assembly segment that BJP can only provide strong and stable government in the hill state. In Mautha Raisen, NPP leader and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said welfare schemes introduced by his government will be implemented in much better way if voted to power. TMC parliamentarian Mahua Moitra addressed public meetings in South Tura and Fulbari, where she said that TMC can only resolve the problems of the state. Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi addressed public meetings in Jaintia Hill region. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Shillong.
Home Minister Amit Shah will attend a public rally at Parade Ground, Tuensang headquarters in Nagaland today. Addressing a rally at Mon Town in Nagaland last evening, asserted that the BJP-NDPP coalition will retain power in Nagaland and it will solve all problems of the state. Mr. Shah was in Nagaland as part of his 2-day trip to the region to campaign for the party candidates. Reiterating the BJP's commitment towards the Naga peace talks, Mr. Shah said the aim is to make peace talks successful and solve Naga political problem quickly. He assured the people of eastern Nagaland that the government of India is with them and the new government that will be formed under Chief Minister Nephew Rio will resolve these issues. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. India will host the Permanent Mission Roundtables at United Nations headquarters as chair of G20 ahead of the Sustainable Development Goal SDG Summit this year to be held in New York. During the event, the focus will be on India's growth story and achievements and how these might be scaled for the potential benefit of the Global South. On the 23rd of this month, a roundtable titled Gandhian Trusteeship, a panel discussion on sustainable lifestyles and enduring pace will be held. A series of roundtables have been lined up for the next few months. Yet an earthquake of 6.4 magnitude struck the Turkiye Syria border region last night. At least 3 people were killed and more than 680 have been injured following the calamity. The European Mediterranean Seismological Center said the aftershock in Turkey's Hatay province was at a depth of 2 kilometers. The quake hit the town of Defne at 8:04 p.m., 17:04 GMT, and was strongly felt in the cities of Antakya and Adana, 200 kilometers to the north. Turkey's state-run Anadolu news agency said the tremors were felt in Syria, Jordan, Israel, and Egypt. The 2 larger earthquakes that hit on the 6th of this month, which also rocked neighboring Syria, left more than 1 million homeless and killed more than 46,000 people in both countries. Back home in Bihar, senior Janata Dal United leader Upendra Kushwaha quit the party and resigned from all party positions. Mr. Kushwaha also launched a new political party, Rashtriya Lok Janata Dal (RLJD). He also resigned from the post of MLC. Kushwaha said he has taken this decision after 2 days of meeting with workers in Patna. Talking to reporters after the resignation yesterday, Upendra Kushwaha said, barring a few, everyone in the JDU is expressing concern. Mr. Kushwaha alleged Nitish Kumar did good in the beginning, but in the end, the path on which he started walking is bad for him and Bihar. International Khajuraho Dance Festival 2023 started yesterday. Our Bhopal correspondent reports that the dance festival will continue till the 26th of February.
Governor Bangubhai Patel was to inaugurate the Khajuraho Dance Festival, but due to certain reasons he could not attend the event. Member of Parliament and State BJP President Vishnu Datta Sharma inaugurated the event. He read out the governor's message. In his message, the governor said that Khajuraho Dance Festival is an important means of sharing tourism and cultural heritage. The festival also gives us the expression of our arts and feelings of spiritual consciousness. The event started with Bharatnatyam dance performed by noted dancer Janki Rangarajan. On the other hand, Nagaland, Dhirendra Tiwari and Aparajita Sharma presented mesmerizing Kathak dance. On this occasion, 10 people from different arts honored with the MP State Rupankar Kala Puruskar. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In Rajasthan, the highest maximum 38.6 degrees Celsius temperature was recorded in Falodi yesterday. More from a correspondent.
Maximum temperatures are being recorded 6 to 10 degrees above normal at most places in the state. Record-breaking maximum temperature 37.4 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees above the normal average temperature, has been recorded in Kota in the month of February. In the month of February, the highest temperature of 35.7 degrees Celsius was recorded in Kota on 21st February 2012. The weather will remain dry in the state in the coming days. There is a possibility of slight dip of 2 to 3 degrees Celsius in the minimum and maximum temperatures after the next 24 hours. With R.K. Meena's report from Jaipur, this is Diksha Saxena, AIR News, Delhi.
BVR Subramaniam has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer CEO of Niti Aayog. The appointment committee of the cabinet has approved his appointment for a period of 2 years from the date of assumption of the charge of the post. He will replace Parameshwaran Iyer, who has been appointed as Executive Director, World Bank Headquarters, Washington, D.C., USA. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz will be on a 2-day visit to India from Saturday. During his visit, he will hold discussion with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on bilateral, regional and global issues. The two leaders will also interact with the CEOs and business leaders of both sides. Chancellor Scholz will also call on President Draupadi Murmu. This will be Chancellor Scholz's first visit to India in his current role. He will be accompanied by senior officials and a high-powered business delegation. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the Department of Wildlife Protection, Wetlands Division Kashmir is conducting census of migratory and resident birds in the valley wetlands today. The aim of the bird count is to monitor the population fluctuation trends of the migratory birds and to collect overall figures for incorporating the same with the general bird count throughout India. Along with 8 protected wetlands managed by the Department of Hokarsad, Shalabug, Hegam and Mirgund census will also be held at 25 water bodies of Kashmir. In cricket, India have entered the semifinals of the Women's T20 World Cup. The women in blue defeated Ireland by 5 runs through the Duckworth-Lewis DLS method in the rain-marred last group match at St. George's Park, Ebekha in South Africa. Opting to bat first, India posted 155 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Smriti Mandhana hit a career-best 87 runs, hitting second 50 in a row. In reply, Ireland were 54 for 2 in 8.2 overs when rains stopped the game. As no ball was bowled after that, India won the match under DLS method. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Abhishek. The Rozgar Mela in Uttarakhand is noticed by most of the papers. The Asian Age, quoting the Prime Minister, writes, "New infra projects lead to jobs in Uttarakhand." Hindustan Times, in its front page under the caption, "PM meets US delegation led by Schumer," carries a photograph of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar with US Senator Chuck Schumer and a congressional delegation in New Delhi. "You've made India proud." Modi hails Operation Dost team on return from Turkey, reports the Pioneer. The Tribune quotes US President Joe Biden in Kyiv as saying, "Support as long as needed." The Statesman, quoting Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman as saying, "Petrol, diesel can be brought under GST ambit if Council takes a call." And finally, city's warmest February in 17 years. No respite soon, reports the Times of India about the temperature in the national capital yesterday. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Pramod. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. A US Congressional delegation of 9 senators calls on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. Cross-border connectivity between UPI of India and PayNow of Singapore to be launched today. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar refers matter against 12 opposition MPs to the Privilege Committee for Investigation and Reporting. Campaigning underway in full swing in Meghalaya and Nagaland. India to host Permanent Mission Roundtables at United Nations in the next few months as G20 chair. 3 killed after yet another earthquake hits Turkiye Syria border. And in cricket, India entered the semifinals of the Women's T20 World Cup, beating Ireland. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.